The night opens with a long, silent shot of an empty two-lane highway. Faint fog rolls across the asphalt, glowing dimly in the distant orange streetlight. A small 7-Eleven-style store stands alone beside the road, its neon sign flickering. Open 24 hours, half the letters dim, buzzing with static. The wind drifts loose papers and plastic bags across the parking lot. A single fluorescent tube outside hums with an uneven tone, stuttering with each flicker. Somewhere nearby, a dog barks once, then nothing. Only the hum of electricity fills the silence. The automatic doors slide open to reveal the interior, harsh white light, too bright against the darkness outside. The aisles are perfectly aligned: chips, noodles, sodas, canned beans. The colors look faded under the cold light. A small security camera blinks red in the corner. Behind the counter, a clock ticks faintly, showing 2:57 a.m. A half-drunk coffee cup leaves a ring stain on a paper napkin. The air feels stale, like the store has been sealed for years. A fan rotates lazily, squeaking with each turn. The camera glides down aisle after aisle. Each shelf is full, but nothing looks touched, nothing looks real. Cereal boxes perfectly aligned, each label facing forward, every barcode straight. The floor reflects the light like glass. In the freezer section, condensation slides down the glass doors. Behind it, faint human shapes seem to shift, just reflections, maybe. The hum of the refrigeration unit grows louder, almost vibrating. A small sign taped to the freezer door reads, "Keep closed." It flutters slightly, though there's no breeze. Above the corner of aisle 3, a convex security mirror watches the whole store. The camera tilts upward. Faint distortion on the mirror's surface shows movement at the far end of the store. But when the frame shifts, nothing there. Just the mop bucket and a yellow caution sign that reads, "Wet floor." The mirror trembles slightly, as though from a vibration no one else feels. A flicker of static flashes briefly across it, gone as quickly as it appeared. Outside, a faint glow appears, headlights cutting through mist. An old gray sedan pulls up, its engine rumbling unevenly. It stops abruptly in front of the store. For 5 long seconds, the car idles. Then the headlights turn off. The camera stays fixed on the glass door as a figure steps out. A hooded shape, medium build, slow movements. The person's reflection in the glass appears darker than the real figure. The automatic doors hiss open. The bell above the entrance rings once. The hooded customer moves quietly between aisles. Their footsteps are slow, soft against the tile. They pause at each shelf, touching nothing, only staring. The hood shifts slightly, revealing a glimpse of pale skin and a faint tremor in the hand. A small drip echoes from somewhere in the ceiling. The fluorescent lights flicker, once, twice. When the light stabilizes, the hooded figure is suddenly closer, standing at the counter. 3 items drop from their hand: a lighter, a small milk carton, and a pack of batteries. No face visible, just the reflection of their silhouette on the countertop. The camera pans slowly upward to the wall clock, 3:11 a.m. The second hand stutters, freezes, then jumps forward 2 seconds. The hum of the freezers deepens, becoming distorted, like machinery groaning under pressure. The fan above the counter stops mid-spin. The coffee in the paper cup begins to ripple, though no one's touching it. The camera cuts to the store's black and white CCTV feed. Multiple angles flicker between aisles. In each view, the hooded customer stands motionless, no breathing, no swaying. Seconds pass. Then, in one frame, the figure slightly lifts their head, revealing nothing but white, hollow eyes staring directly at the camera. The next frame, they're gone. Completely vanished. The monitor continues to flicker, replaying the same 5-second loop of empty aisles. Close-up of the security screen. The figure's shape remains burned into the display, a faint white ghost image that won't disappear. Outside the store, lightning flashes briefly, illuminating the entire parking lot. No car, no tracks, just wet pavement. A candy bar slides off a shelf, hits the floor softly. The hum from the fridge suddenly cuts out, leaving the store in absolute silence. Camera drifts toward the back. The storeroom door creaks open slowly. Stacks of cardboard boxes line the walls, labeled with old shipment dates, months ago. A wall calendar still shows May 2022. Water drips from a leaking pipe into a puddle on the floor. The sound echoes like footsteps. A small CRT monitor in the corner shows the front counter. On the screen, the hooded customer still stands there, frozen, facing forward. But the main room is empty. The bell over the front door rings again, but the doors don't move. The camera pans toward the entrance. The glass reflects the empty parking lot. Rain drips slowly from the roof. The sedan is gone. Only one set of wet footprints lead in from the door, none lead out. The clock above the counter ticks once, then resets silently to 3:11 a.m. again. The lights blink once, then twice. Everything resets. The coffee cup is back on the counter, full again, faint steam rising. The wall clock shows 3:11 a.m. The same faint buzz from the neon sign returns, low and steady. The aisles look untouched. The camera slowly pans toward the front door. The glass still shows wet footprints leading inside. But now, there are two sets. The freezer hum restarts. Condensation crawls across the glass again. A faint reflection shows a dark silhouette walking between the aisles, slow, deliberate. But there's also another reflection behind it. Two figures now, both hooded, both moving in opposite directions. When the lights flicker, only one remains, but in a different aisle. Something about the geometry of the store feels wrong now. Aisles look longer than before. The shadows fall at impossible angles. A cereal box falls, lands perfectly upright on the floor. The camera zooms in. Every label on the shelf reads the same date, May 22, 2022, expired, identical, like printed copies of the same moment. The clock ticks, 3:12 a.m. Then it reverses. 3:11. Over and over. The hum in the air grows denser, like a vibration under the skin of the store. Cut to the CCTV monitor again. This time, the footage shows multiple versions of the store, same space but slightly different. In one camera feed, the hooded customer stands at the counter. In another, the same customer stands by the freezer. In a third, there's no one at all, only a faint blur shaped like a human outline. Static crackles across all screens. Then, frame by frame, all versions of the customer turn their heads simultaneously toward the camera. The static deepens into a low mechanical groan. The camera drifts toward the metal back door in the storage room. A red exit sign flickers weakly above it. Condensation runs down the metal surface, though it's cold inside. A faint banging sound echoes from behind the door, irregular, slow, almost like breathing. A single handprint appears on the metal, pressed from the inside. The mark is pale, wet, and slides downward slowly. Then another appears, smaller, right beside it. The ceiling lights begin to pulse in rhythm with the buzzing neon sign outside. Every flicker reveals a different store layout, aisles moving slightly, shelves rearranged. In one flicker, the open 24 hours sign reads, Help 24 hours. A shadow glides across the counter, tall, thin, featureless. It doesn't walk, it drifts. The freezer doors shake slightly, fogging up completely until no reflection remains. The bell rings once. A single drop of water falls from the ceiling and lands on the counter. The hooded figure stands there again, same lighter, milk, and batteries. But this time, their hands are soaked, dripping. The milk carton label is blurred, as if the ink melted. Camera slowly tilts upward. The hood slips back slightly. A pale, half-frozen face, skin gray-blue, eyes cloudy white, faint trail of blood under one nostril. No breath. No movement. Lightning flashes outside. The figure disappears. The milk and lighter fall sideways, hitting the counter with a soft thud. Camera pans to the security monitor again. The footage now shows an old VHS label on the screen. Recording, May 22, 2022. The feed glitches violently, looping through static and distorted images. The same car arriving, the same person entering, the same purchase. Over and over again. The timer on the screen never goes beyond 3 hours 11 minutes and 59 seconds. It resets every time, flickers white, and restarts the loop. The monitor begins to smoke faintly from the sides. The lights go out. For 5 long seconds, total darkness. Then, emergency red lights activate, dim and uneven. In their glow, faint shapes stand in every aisle, silhouettes, motionless. 10, maybe 12. Each one hooded. Each facing the same direction, toward the counter. The red light flickers once. When it returns, all the figures are gone. Only the faint outline of wet footprints leads from every aisle to the counter. And stop right before it. Camera pushes slowly toward the counter again. The clock above reads 3:11 a.m., perfectly still. The coffee cup is cold. The lighter, milk, and batteries are gone. Behind the counter, the security screen replays a live feed. But this time, it shows the camera itself filming the store. And behind that image, another, smaller version, infinite reflections. A faint whisper of static fills the room. The neon sign outside hums one last time before it burns out completely, plunging everything into half-darkness. The final frame shows the store from the outside. Empty, lifeless. But the glass door slowly fogs from the inside, as if someone is still breathing there.